high school, I played actually just my freshman year, and then the rest of my high school, I swam on the varsity swim team, to balance out, because for club, I was, we had a lot of games, we were traveling all over the country, so this was a sport that was obviously non-contact, and didn't put a lot of pressure on my body in order to handle, what soccer, takes out of your body, and continued to develop. And when I started playing soccer, I was primarily a center back. I'm a forward now, so it's it's a little odd. So I was a center back, and it wasn't until I went to ODP regional camp when I was 11, and one of these coaches asked me what position. I said center back, and he's like, "Yeah, I think you're going to try forward today." I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing, and learned pretty quickly that I need to always have my head on a swivel, check my shoulder real quickly, and learn quickly to also be open to trying new things as an 11-year-old and trying new positions, and not just be defined as a center back or a forward. And looking at where I wanted to go to college, I didn't commit. Ivy League's a little different. They don't give athletic scholarships, so it's more of a likely letter. So I committed to Princeton the fall of my senior year, which is a little, like Tori said, junior year, senior year. It's, a lot of girls are committing earlier, even today. But I really wanted to take my time and make sure that I visited the schools and talked to the coaches, but also maybe went to a class. Because I not only was going to be, an athlete at a school, but I was also a student athlete, and wanted to make sure that I had the perfect university that was well-rounded. So went to Princeton, enjoyed, loved my 4 years there. At Princeton, you can't graduate early. So when I obviously signed up for the draft in 2017, I got drafted by the Thorns, which was honestly incredible and so exciting. I had to talk to Mark a lot because, at that time I was in my final semester, pre-season was in March, and I was like, I still have classes, I have a senior thesis I've been working on. So the best decision that I made for myself was to finish school and then come out in June and start my journey with the Thorns, and they were incredibly accommodating. And I think something to look at is, 3 years ago, yesterday, that was me in 2017. And starting that journey, and it was, I remember the draft was out in California with a conference, and I had my youth coaches, all my college coaches, my family, that support came out. And I think that's kind of the crucial part, is like, it's this lifetime journey of being supported by all those people is kind of like the proudest moment that I take away from that, because they're going to be there and they've helped mold and develop you from such a young age, and they're going to continue that as you grow and develop. So it's the coaches that we want to thank, it's your family, and it's all people involved in your journey.
Awesome. All right, Tyler.
So
who's your coach from youth soccer?
So I can actually just say one. It's really two because they're actually in the room right now. So it's Ellis Pierre and Clyde Watson. So they've obviously been super instrumental and important in my life since I was 6 years old and started really playing for Bethesda. And from such a young age, I've always been very intense. I've come from a very athletic family, so kind of having two brothers, you just have to kind of pick yourself up and have that intensity. And they realized that very soon, and would challenge me, and even from a young age, being able to do skills and learn skills. But sometimes I had teammates who could juggle the ball more than me, and I was like, well, why can't I do that? And then they challenged me, like, well, you need to improve, you need to keep working on it. And it's not just, they taught me that you don't just work at practice and that's it. It's what you do off the field on your own, or working with them one-on-one and individually, improving on what the assets that you have, but also, the things that your weaknesses are. And with both of them, they always challenged me and had me play with older players from a very young age. And have me play with, girls and young boys who were, bigger, faster, stronger. And in that environment, I had to step up, and I thrived in those environments. And they were always there, talking to me after, and, sometimes even in the middle of practice, they'd stop practice. Like, maybe here's a way to think about it differently. Or here's maybe you thought you wanted to shoot the ball, but there was an open pass. So just kind of taking those steps in that progression and helping me in my journey. And like I said, they were at the draft. And having that support, having them here today, I haven't seen them in a little bit. So it's, this is that, that lifetime support and journey that continues throughout.
You knew I wrote down who were the coaches at the draft when you were talking, and there they are. I think this is kind of a unique opportunity, and I want to ask you guys, because there's coaches in this room, and they're going to have players that they're coaching who have aspirations to be a professional. And maybe you guys saw that in Tyler as a young player and were able to tap into that and help her tap into that. What was that experience like for you guys as coaches to have someone at such a young age with such drive to be a pro?
I'm so prepared for this part. So, as a coach, I kind of view myself as a facilitator of helping a young person achieve their goals. I think there are lots of coaches who want to have a reputation. Oh, I built this person, and so on. Tyler's on the same team's teammate was Andy Sullivan, who is Tori's teammate at this firm. So when you have a bunch of young men or women who really want to do something special, I feel like it's my job to kind of guide them in that way. I can't do anything to make you a pro. If you want to be a pro, I can probably give you some advice and show you what a pro's supposed to look like, how hard they work on their own especially. Clyde Watson, who was the coach of the Washington Freedom, threw Tyler in their practices when she was 12, maybe 13 years old. And they did not feel sorry for her, that they treated like the cute little girl that she was, she was a soccer player and they treated her as such.
Yeah.
So having those type of experiences and having someone that's incredibly driven as Tyler is, and with the support of her family and her entire family is super athletic. So if someone like that wants and desire something, and they have the type of support, not just at home, but also on the pitch as they have, I think it's, that's where they're going to end up.
Yeah. I feel like that's really cool, because that's what these coaches want to know, right? How do you look at the team that you have and facilitate the players that do want to play pro and give them an opportunity to understand what that may look like. And it's just through communication, right? It's through talking to your players and knowing what their goals are, and then telling them that it's not going to be easy, right? Throwing them into some situations where they may fail. And failing is not a bad thing, and allowing them to do so. So thank you for sharing. Tyler, did you always know you wanted to be a professional? It sounds like you have a very athletic family, so maybe the answer is yes, but that was yes, it's required to be a professional. I want to know, what was it about that? Do you remember the moment? Do you remember when, and this actually would be something we all talk about, the moment when it changed from I'm just going to training to like, okay, training is purposeful because I want to continue?
Obviously the answer is yes. From a very young age, having the coaches I had to push me, and obviously being in an environment when I was 13 to play with, train with the Washington Freedom.
Who was on the team at that time?
I think Abby was still on the team.
Tyler and Abby.
Yeah, it was. I was like looking up to her. I was like, wow, okay. I'm gonna go to the other side of the field because I'm not. Yeah. Just stay away. She'll run over me. So. No, it was very, from a young age, and to have, the different coaches I had to influence me. But I think it was also, my mom played soccer. And I grew up, with her. She was my first coach. And, she's definitely one of my heroes and taught me just to enjoy the game. And then obviously as I got older, I learned all the skills from my other coaches. But it was also, people like me and Mia. Everybody wanted to be like Mia. But I still want to be like Mia today. And just her incredible legacy continues. So it's been, an amazing journey, and I think that's actually really important, is not only watching them on TV, but like going to a game, going to our NWSL games, watching our real time, sitting in the stands. What does it feel like to sit in the stands? Where are you in the stands? Are you behind the goal, in the middle of the field? And watching those players that you look up to, in whatever position you play, what do they do? How to beat a defender, or how to stop forward, or how to save a shot. How are they moving? So I think that's also crucial. This is a team sport, and we come together because we have a common goal, and we want to achieve common aspirations and win championships. But at the same time, as much as you win championships and win games, you also have moments where you don't, you lose and you fail. But those aren't failures. I think those are moments of learning and progressing as an individual, but also then taking that to the team. Obviously, we can see the league is growing and improving and doing all the right things it needs to do, and protecting the players, and creating this amazing entertainment value. Watching the games is just extraordinary. And with our financial, it's obviously our income is slowly increasing. But something that I've been working on for 3 years, my idea is that I want to increase salaries 2 to 3 times immediately, and continue to grow and invest in the league for the next 50 years. Because I want to see the next generation, the young girls who look up to us, being able to play as professional athletes, but also have 2 to 3 times the salary we have now. But I want that now for us. And my idea is taking the league public. It's a big idea, obviously. And I first introduced this idea back in early December at the Princeton Soccer Conference. I was on a panel. And it's about the fans and players owning the league. So that means selling of stock at $5 a share. And that is the money the initial year in an IPO. That's the money that we need. That'll generate the new income. That'll fix all the salary problems. And you don't see that in any other professional sports. It's owning a professional sports league, not just the team, the league. And I think right now in our 8th year, we're still very small. We're not like the NFL or MLS or NHL or La Liga. I mean, they're huge. They're worth billions of dollars. So how do we continue this experience? And this stock will pay dividends. It can be bought and sold. So how do you continue this experience? Because the fans, they want to be known and seen as owners of the league. And that is, how do you have, another source of added revenue? That's by branding the already minimum spent on the equipment, the soccer balls, the shin guards, the headbands, that every player and fan spends every single year. Adding a little bit, it's just, an extra 5% to have it branded owner of the NWSL, property owner of the NWSL. Have that on your soccer ball. Show the league for year 2 and beyond that you are part of something, part of this fan and player shared experience. Because if you look at the U.S. today, there's around 24 million who play soccer in the U.S. Half the population is women, so say 12 million. But maybe it's not 12 million women and girls play soccer, maybe it's 4. So 4 to 12, so let's pick 8 million girls and women play soccer. That is that economic buying power that is needed to brand the league and grow the league and take it public for the next 50 years. So it's creating this, shared fan and player experience, because, what we have of the league. But you see, with the Thorns, we're very profitable. And the Thorns could go public, but that's only creating what the Thorns have now, which is being very profitable and valuable. But that's something I want to continue for every single team, so for the league, and creating this shared experience.
Well, I think if you have more on that, and Tyler could talk about that for forever. She did what'd you say? You did a whole panel on that?
Yes.
And I think that's something that we can continue on, because that topic in itself is something that we could talk about for a long time, and because we're so passionate about this league continuing to succeed for many reasons.